Hey guys, OnesieBanette here, and basically, my god, I cannot start a video right now. Basically, I'm going to be doing this strip down challenge because I said I was going to try and get a load more vloggy stuff uploaded while I try and sort everything out. And yeah, basically, the strip down challenge is basically we sit down in front of a camera and I have a little bit of a talk to you guys. I'm not going to make it too emotional. This is kind of a video you can put on in the background while you're doing editing, or if you just want to listen to someone talk for a little bit, then hey. But yeah, strip down challenge is basically we sit down and we talk about stuff that's going on in my life and what's going on in my head, just kind of give you a bit more of an insight into me as a person. So yeah, let's get started. Well, I'm not really sure where to start, but we're talking about issues here and stuff that's going on in my head and stuff that I'm personally afflicted by. Well, there's a lot of stuff that I don't particularly want to discuss in a video because it's a bit dodgy, but I'll start with some personal stuff I haven't really told many people, and I hope that you guys can appreciate that I don't really like to... I like to keep you guys in the loop, and I've told you guys in the past about... Well, there was a video a while ago that I uploaded called So Lately I've Been Feeling Down, which was basically me describing my current life situation. Now, I'm kind of just going to use this first section to update you guys on that. In the video, I kind of explained that I had just been fired from work, and I had just been dumped by my ex. I had a load of other stuff going on as well, and basically I just wanted to give you an update on those two. Well, I am now still awaiting payment from my old workplace, who fired me for unfair dismissal. I have been trying to keep in contact with these people, trying to push the process along, but I'm still waiting to receive £350, which has kind of meant that I'm a little bit screwed over in terms of money for uni because of it. So I'm really struggling financially because of that. I don't think I'm gonna have enough money to last until December, when I go home. But that's my problem, and I've got to push on to these people because I've been waiting 2 months to receive this money off of them, and it just hasn't came. So I can't do anything more. I've tried. I've been contacting them daily, trying to get in contact with the person who was liaising with me about all of this stuff. And, well, yeah, there's not much I can do, but that does mean I'm in a really bad financial situation, and I really need to be careful about how much money I spend and stuff like that. So that's one thing I have worrying me at the moment, whether I'm going to be able to have enough money to keep me going for a while. I know that if I asked for money off of my parents and stuff, they'd give me it, but yeah, it's just a bit of an unfortunate situation that I have to do that, but that's another thing. I'm also very ill. I had I don't know, I think I've had like a chest infection for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and I haven't went to get any antibiotics or anything yet because I feel like it's just going to go away on its own, but it's not, so I really need to go and get that checked out. But now into the really heavy stuff. The one other thing, I really do feel a bit uncomfortable talking about this on this channel because I know that I have a certain somebody subscribed to me on this channel. So I just want to start this off by, if they are watching this, then I just want to start this off by saying that I'm completely over that. I'm completely over what I talked about in that old video. Completely over it, and there's nothing that you guys need to worry about. There's nothing at all that you guys need to worry about. I was really depressed back then because that's my thing. I'm emotionally unable to let things go. That's one of my problems that I've had for a long, long time. I'm emotionally unable to let things go. So if something bad happens to me, I will try my hardest to rectify the situation, and most of the time it has the opposite effect. I personally do not think I'm sane. I do not think that I am a sane person. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to go around committing murders or crimes or going around hurting people or anything, but I genuinely don't feel like my mind works in the same way as other people's, which means that I end up overreacting to things that I shouldn't be overreacting over. I end up not processing things that I should be processing, and I end up just flat out refusing to deal with any kind of emotional trauma because my mind and my personality doesn't know how to deal with it. So with that whole video that I posted called lately I've been feeling down, that was basically me refusing to deal with my problems. Flat out refusing to deal with them because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't know how I was supposed to be getting over a heartbreak. I didn't know how I was supposed to be getting my old work, getting my money. I didn't know how I was supposed to be dealing with things. So, yeah, that's just the thing with me. I seem to always expect people to tell me what's going on. Like, I always seem to be expecting people to tell me what to do when I can't be relying on other people. I relied on other people for a lot of time in my life, and the one thing I've learned is that we can't rely on other people. We have to keep ourselves as our own source of motivation and income. You have to keep working and working and working until nothing else matters. All that crap that's going on in your head and your mind at the moment, it will go away. You just need to work and keep yourself busy. And in time, you won't even care about... in a year's time, whatever the hell is going on in your life right now that's getting you so upset and so down, it won't even matter. In a year's time, in a month's time maybe, even in a week's time, it won't even matter. Time is the greatest healer. We just need to use this and stop this from overanalyzing us. Stop our brains and our minds from overanalyzing every little thing, and we need to start letting things go. At least that's the way I see it. Unfortunately, I don't know how to follow my own advice. I've been unable to let things go in that sense for a very long time, and it's really quite frustrating for me because I know what I'm supposed to be doing and I don't know why it isn't happening. But in the end, it's just something that I have to deal with. If anything goes wrong in my life, it takes me a lot longer to get over it than it should other people. I guess one thing I have been feeling at the moment is a sense of abandonment. Oh god, I think I just broke my capo. Oh crap. Yeah, I think one thing I have been feeling at the moment is really worried that people come into my life and end up just leaving it really quickly. I don't really have anyone besides 2 or 3 friends that I can honestly say are there for me 100% of the time whenever I want them. I always feel like I grow really close to people, but then people get bored of me and walk away. And that's the way my life's been for a very long time. It's always happened. I've had family walk in and out of my life. I've completely been disassociated from one side of the family until recently when my mum decided to try and reintroduce me to all of that side. I've had relationships break and end because people have lost interest in me. I've lost friendships. I've lost a lot of friendships that way, actually. There were people that I spoke to for 5 years constantly throughout school who I don't speak to at all anymore, simply because of them getting bored of me, to be honest. I don't understand what it is, but that's one thing I've just learnt to accept it now, and it does upset me because no one wants to be left alone, no one wants to be abandoned, but that's just the way it happens in my life. People walk in and walk out, and I honestly I couldn't care less anymore. Because if they want to walk in and walk out, I'm not going to stop them. I might stop people coming in, because walking out hurts a lot harder, but if people want to leave, they're free to go. But yeah, that's another thing. And in my last vlog, I spoke about having 2 productions that I was in. I walked into Bloody Mary, which was the one production that I really did not enjoy at all. Like, the director was horrible. The cast under a different director for that show would have been amazing. There were some real talents in that cast. But the attitude of 1 or 2 people in there, combined with the director's not giving a crap attitude. Like, this director, she would sit at the stage, like the side of the stage, watching us all rehearse. And then, after we'd finished a scene, she'd say, "It looks shit." Straight up, "It looks shit." No feedback, no constructive criticism, no nothing. She would just go, "It looks shit," and ask us to do it again. Now, I don't know how much you guys know about directing and performing arts and acting and singing and all that, but if someone tells you that you're shit, you expect a reason why. You can't just tell someone they're bad without telling them why they're bad, especially in university. In university, we're still learning. We're still learning our craft. We're still learning what we need to develop as actors. We have potential, and we're trying to realise that, but we can't realise that potential without feedback, without some kind of just feedback, to be honest. So, yeah. So, we were sitting down, and we were just forced to do this small little action. It was something as silly as like sitting with our hands like this and then moving it up to our face to show that we're reading a magazine or something. She made us repeat that action 24 times. I was counting. And she was like, right, do it. Nope, it looks shit, do it again. It looks shit, do it again. Why did it look shit? Why are you telling us to repeat this stupid action over and over again without giving us reasons as to why it's shit? I just had enough of it. And she was changing the show 5 days before a performance, like completely redoing everything. Everything. So I just stood up and I said, "Could I speak to you outside for a second?" I took her outside and said, "Look, I'm not doing this show anymore." So, I have quit one of my musicals because I just wasn't getting any kind of anything out of it. I wasn't being marked on this musical. I had like no part in this musical. I was in 3 scenes, and they weren't even long scenes or anything. It was literally me coming on stage saying, "Oh, there is something there," walking off again. So, I wasn't getting paid for it. I'm not getting marked on it. The director is awful. So, why should I even bother giving my time and my energy into something that just doesn't stimulate me creatively, doesn't stimulate me monetarily, and doesn't stimulate me or advance my acting career or get me any kind of connections because of it? There is no reason for it. So I quit that, and now I'm feeling a lot happier for it because now I'm not dreading getting up in the morning and going to this rehearsal. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm working very hard on my other show, which is The Children by Edward Bond, being directed by Gemma Gross, professional director, and it's pretty damn awesome. I've been given a decent part with quite a few speaking lines, which made me quite happy because I actually get to do something, and it's really physical, the movements are, so I'm really looking forward to it. So, yeah. But I have got to say that while my life seems pretty good in that respect, I'm really enjoying my education, I'm really enjoying what's going on at the moment. There are some aspects I'm not enjoying. Basically, I don't know where I'm living next year because I had been offered a place with my ex-girlfriend, one of my housemates from here, and 3 people I used to live next to next year, and I just decided that I really don't want to live with my ex again. Because I live with her now, I don't want to live with her again because I don't feel comfortable in this house because of her being here. And that's probably my insecurity, but there have been times when I've woken up at 2 a.m. because my door has slammed, and that tells me that someone has came into my room, walked back out again without me noticing. I don't feel comfortable living here anymore because of that fact. And stuff like that. So, yeah. And to be honest, I've done some pretty bad things this year. Bad things that I really don't feel good about at all. Or like things that are kind of eating me up. But all of that stuff, it doesn't bother me anymore. Because I'm really happy with the girl that I'm with now. Like, really happy. Really happy with her. So, I am happy about that because it seems like my life is a bit of a mixed bag at the moment. I'm either going to wake up and be incredibly happy or wake up and feel quite down. And it's really worrying knowing that. But the positives in my life are basically that as soon as I'm finished with the children, the play the children, because I know some people made it sound really weird, but as soon as I'm finished with the play the children, I'm going straight home, back to Birmingham for Christmas. And God knows I need to go. I need to get out of Carlisle because I just need to go home to my parents, have some hugs, have some home-cooked food. I do cook for myself. I cooked a stir-fry for myself last night, but it's not the same when someone else cooks for you. I need to go home, have some family love, and just recharge my batteries, to be honest. I think it's 15 days, so just 2 weeks. 2 weeks to survive, guys. 2 weeks to survive. And yeah, I mean, I'm in the PPL still. In fact, there's a chance I might win the thing if I can get my differential the right way and hope that another match loses, but that's a thing. I'm surrounded by people who... I can't tell what my friendship groups are anymore because I've obviously got everyone in the PPL, but I don't really speak to anyone outside of that chat. I don't really speak to many people. I used to have a big, like, in real life friend connection group, but now that I've moved to uni, it's a lot harder for me to get close to people because people just look at my face and see these eyes, and it's just like they see them as being really intense, and they're kind of scared away by it. I've literally made like 2 friends since I've been here. 2 friends and a girlfriend. Now some would say that that's all you need, but when everyone seems to just walk out of your life anyway, that doesn't seem like much, and I'm in constant fear that the people I've gotten close to are going to end up just walking away from me at some point, and that terrifies me because it's happened before and the damage that it did was just really bad. But yeah, stuff and things. I don't know. I see everyone talking about how they've had such really bad lives and really, well, not really bad, but really unfortunate lives. And I see people saying that they've had abusive parents and abusive relationships and abusive everything, this and that. And I really do. My heart goes out to them. It really does. And it makes me feel like, why am I upset? Why am I feeling this way? So whenever I get upset that I'm feeling upset alongside being upset about what's upsetting me. And then my mind's just like, ugh. So, yeah. I guess I just don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going to happen with my life. I honestly can't tell what the hell's going to happen. But I tell you what I do need. I need some cream soda I need to go and eat some food, and I need to smile. So, yeah. And that's the thing, like, smiling, it's a lot harder to do than you think. I've spent EGX with some of the nicest people I've ever met, and I've listened to their stories, and we all vlogged, and we all had personal, private little chats, and we all got to know each other. But I feel like what they've been going through is so much tougher than what I've been going through, and it just makes me really, really grateful to have those kinds of people in my life, because they're strong, they're solid. One person in particular that really stood out to me as being quite, well, solid is Sizzlesome, because I know he went through a lot. And he was genuinely one of the nicest guys I ever met. All of the EGX crew were lovely. Absolutely lovely. I couldn't speak highly enough of any of them. So we got Shroom, Rye, Ellie, Troy, Jack, Dom Fanatic, Adam, Totally Sweet, Awesome, Richie Babes, Simply Asian. Who else was there? I don't want to miss anyone out. Amazing Chi was there. Game Boy Luke. People like that. I genuinely can't remember who else was there. We had Jedi Cardet. Another Brummie, actually. And it was just like, they were all so lovely. So lovely. And we all just clicked. And we just spent the whole time being good friends. And it was really nice. So I'm going to spend quite a while putting those vlogs together in a meaningful way. And I'm going to upload that because I think it's important for people to see that. Just see us being normal people. So, yeah. But then I look at YouTube as well. That's something I want to speak about as well. I look at YouTube and it's just like, I really want to continue YouTube, but I look at my webcam and I look at my microphones and I look at everything and it's just like, why? I mean, I need to carry on. It doesn't feel like I can give it up. I don't want to give it up either, but then I just look at the amount of effort it takes to upload stuff and it's like, do I have enough hours in the day for this? And then I get up earlier and I just start to get dragged down by everything and then I get pulled back into a spiral, so I need to find that balance. I guess talking about it all on camera is kind of telling me that the problems I have aren't real things. They're just all in my head. And that's why I don't think I'm sane. That's why I think I might be slightly insane. Or at least slightly psychopathic or something, because, not to a major extent, just slightly, because I don't think my brain is wired up in the same way as other people's, because whenever other people have problems, it seems like they can just deal with them. It will hurt them, it will, and they will need a lot of support, but they get over them. But I feel like I'm just a sponge. I soak everything up and I have no way of releasing it. Damn. I feel like I've gone all psychologist on myself. I don't even know how I feel about things anymore. I've got to be careful with what I talk about here, because it genuinely feels like there are people around that are subscribed to me that I don't want watching this video and this stuff, because there are stuff that I feel like I need to talk about that I can't talk about, because there's stuff I can't let free. There's stuff I can't talk about on camera that has happened to me. There's a lot of stuff that I need to talk about but can't, because if I do, then it's going to destroy things with people. So yeah, that's me. Simple old onesie. Just plodding along aimlessly with nowhere to go. God damn it. Right, I'm going to end this video here because there's not much else for me to talk about. I'm going to end this by saying thank you all. Thank you all for your support over the past year and a half, 2 years, however long it's been. You've all been incredible. Seriously, I feel like YouTube is the one staple I had in my life. And I'm going to keep it. Oh shit. Oof. Nope, not going to cry. Not going to cry. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video I make. Thank you all. Toodaloo. Toodaloo, wow. See you guys in the next video I make. Bye bye.